Regulatory, in my perspective, needs to start at the beginning
Mhm.
because sometimes you don't know all the claims. You don't and that can shift as you're developing a product.
Mhm.
Is there anything else that maybe we haven't mentioned that would be important?
I actually think you 100% made a comment on something that is very important. The way package and information is laid out on the package, people don't realize. I understand that there's an aesthetic that brands want to put forth, or their designer, graphic artists want to put forth, but there are also rules that have to be followed of where the ounce is laid. Where is that information put out? What is it called? Where are the markers? Where is it defined? How is it defined? Where are the instructions? Because I just had a conversation with a brand. They chose a package that was presented as twice the size. It was a 1 ounce, going to be filled with a 1 ounce formula, but the package really looked like a 2 ounce bottle.
Okay.
Now that it is misleading, and that would fall under the FPLA, the Fair Packaging and Labeling Act, because you must present to your customer what is in there. So you cannot have these huge false bottoms and make them think that they're buying so much more with it's 1 ounce is 1 ounce is 1 ounce. And guess what?
Mhm.
You have to weigh that to make sure. And in manufacturing, it is your responsibility during development and the contract manufacturers to check, does your formula fill that packaging to the right fill weight? There's an aesthetic
Mhm.
fill weight and there's a legal fill weight, and you
Exactly.
must meet those requirements. If you can't, you must alter what you're claiming on the front of the package or find another package, whether you're selling it here in the States or you're leaving and going overseas,
Hmm.
because you face regulations every time you want to go across state lines in the United States. When you go out of the United States, we're now dealing with quite a bit of Prop 65. That's
Hmm.
something we haven't discussed. That's here in the US, where we're going from state to state and actually having different regulations, where we are working with a sunscreen company
Mhm.
that is based in a state that borders the water, not California, and
Hmm.
they want to make certain claims, and they want to talk about reef safe. Well, there
Oh.
are states that have decided, and they have laws in place where you cannot
Mhm.
reference reef safe, or you have to use certain language, and you have to make sure those T's are crossed and those I's are dotted to be
Right.
able to make those claims. So it has become very interesting here. And I think MOCRA was really intended to help unify
Mhm.
that. It hasn't gotten to that level yet. I'm curious to see what happens as everybody has finished entering their data. I know there are a lot of companies out there that are still struggling
Mhm.
to enter their data in, but they are
Right.
trying, and we will see when they get to the next level.